Today we're doing, yes, a demo video on how we daily test Adonis glucose at home. Here's his testing kit. I like having it on a tray for easy access. Today I'll walk you through each item. This is his Lancet device. It's important to change regularly the Lancet. As you can see, I keep Lancets ready in his testing kit. Each new Lancet has this back circle side that I can press to take out the old one, turn it around and insert the new one, and just twist off the cap of the new Lancet. This way I'm never touching any needle. And I leave it on the side so I can dispose it after I'm done testing. This specific Lancet device I have uses 30 gauge Lancets. The gauge refers how thick the needle is. The higher the number, the thinner the needle. When you're just starting out, it's usually best to go with 28 gauge Lancets. They're a little thicker and that makes it easier to get a blood drop from the ear, especially in the beginning when the ear hasn't really learned to bleed yet. But if you're just testing today and all you got is a regular Lancet like this one, it's totally fine. Just make sure you're using one of the stronger stepped settings. In our case, we used the 28 gauge Lancets during the first month while his ears were still getting used to the poking. Once we noticed we could always get a good blood drop when poking, we were able to switch back to the thinner 30 gauge Lancets. And now we actually use one of the lowest depth settings on the device. Now we take a little cotton so we can start Adonis' famous spa moment. I make sure that I'm massaging gently and soft. If his ear was not warm, I would warm it up with a rice sock. There's a tutorial on rice socks. And I'm taking a very thin layer of Vaseline that I'm going to apply on the spot that I'm going to test. And with it I continue to massage a little bit more. Vaseline helps the blood not to smear on the fur. These massages boost circulation. Combined with a warm ear, they help the ear bleed easier when you poke with the Lancet. While massaging and through each step, I give him all the praises and compliments possible. Before poking his ear with the Lancet, we're gonna prepare his glucometer with a testing strip. Make sure you close the container of the strips so they don't go bad. We learned it the hard way. Now insert the strip in the glucometer and it's gonna give you a little time until you poke and we can collect a drop in the testing strip. Now the sweet spot for testing is that top side of the ear. If you look at your cat's ear against the light, you will notice the veins structure. When you're testing, make sure to avoid the big vein that runs along the outer edge. You don't want to poke on the vein itself because it can bleed too much and bruise. Instead, just aim beside it. If you poke there by mistake, just apply pressure to stop the bleeding. Now we finally get to the poking moment. With one hand, I'm holding his ear with one cotton underneath. I also rest my hand gently on his head so he doesn't move. And then I poke. With the fingers holding the top and back of his ear, I applied slight pressure to help the blood come out. I can also use my other hand to add a little more pressure if needed. Each glucometer needs a different amount of blood. You learn as you go to tell if there's enough blood to pick up with the strip. Then I check the number, of course, and I log it on his spreadsheet I got from the feline diabetes support group on Facebook. For his diabetes management and insulin dose decisions, it is key to have all his daily glucose data in one place. After we're done testing, I apply gentle pressure with the cotton. Keep applying pressure if needed. And now we just disinfect. People always ask what we use here. This is just a regular antiseptic we got at the pharmacy. I just asked in there for something super gentle without alcohol. You can disinfect before the test too. Honestly, we weren't told to do this, it's just our personal extra step. And finally, the most important part, the diabetic friendly treats as a reward. And we dispose what we used at the end. I also thought I'd show a little demo on how I used to hold Adonis when we started training. Of course, we always lured him with diabetic friendly treats. I sit right behind him, with my knees on either side and my legs curved around him like soft little walls. Just enough to keep him gently in place without making him feel trapped. I'd also gently hold his face with both hands, to keep him steady while I massage his ear and proceed to test. So between my hands and my legs, he was gently secure. Not trapped, but just less likely to wiggle away. And through it all, I've talked to him in my calmest voice, feeling confident. They always pick up on our energy. If this video was helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe, leave any questions in the comments, and that's it. Thank you so much for watching.